Can an employee who has been vaccinated remove their masks and not socially distance in the workplace? My name is Ron Minken, and I'm with Minken Employment Lawyers. The short answer as to whether you can remove your mask is, at this time, likely no. In future, it will depend on what the public health recommendations are. The key piece of legislation is Ontario Regulation 364/20, Rules for Areas at Step 3 under Reopening Ontario, a flexible response to COVID-19 Act 2021. This was updated July 14th, 2021. The regulation refers to ensuring that businesses operate in accordance with, number one, all applicable laws, including the Employment Standards Act and the Occupational Health and Safety Act. Number two, the regulations. Number three, the advice, recommendations, and instructions of public health officials regarding physical distancing, cleaning, or disinfecting. And number four, the advice, recommendations, and instructions of the Office of the Chief Medical Officer of Health or another public health official regarding screening individuals by posting signs and actively screening workers. So not only do we have to abide by the legislation, but we are also subjected to the constantly evolving advice, recommendations, and instructions of health officials. As a result, there can be confusion as to what rules to follow. This may result in their being challenged in the courts. Nonetheless, whether we like it or not, at the moment, what health officials say form part of the law that businesses must comply with. Subsection 2.4 also provides exceptions to wearing masks, one being workers being in an area that is not accessible to members of the public and maintaining a physical distance of at least 2 meters from every other person while in the indoor area. The York Region bylaw is very similar. The Toronto bylaw is less restrictive. However, the Ontario regulation will likely trump the Toronto bylaw. In an abundance of caution, it would likely be best to adhere to the laws that provide the greatest protection for workers, be it the provincial or the municipal law. So at the moment, it does not matter whether you are vaccinated or not. The questions to ask whether you must wear a mask indoors at work if you've been vaccinated is, are you in an area that is not accessible to members of the public? And two, are you maintaining 6 feet of distance indoors? So if you are in an indoor area that is not accessible to members of the public and you are maintaining 6 feet of distance indoors, then you do not need to wear a mask indoors. Otherwise, you must wear a mask indoors. To summarize, being vaccinated at the moment has no impact on whether you can remove your mask at work. What does matter is the Ontario regulation and local bylaws with respect to accessibility to members of the public and maintaining 6 feet of distance. Thanks so much for tuning in to Minken Employment Lawyers. If anything that we spoke about today sounds like something you were dealing with, please contact myself or one of the other experienced lawyers at Minken Employment Lawyers. We'd be happy to assist. Please go to our website and check out our employer guides, blog posts, and articles. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter.